What is an annuity? Before you make an ugly face, you may want to stick around because in this video, I'm going to break down one of the most confusing, frustrating, misused, abused financial products there is: annuities. Welcome to the channel. This is the Wealth Technique, where we help you build, protect, and transfer your wealth. I'm Michael Baker, and we are talking about annuities. I know annuities are like the four-letter word of finance. Annuities are like the Donald Trump of financial products. You either love them or you absolutely hate them. And there are very, very few people in between. So I want to unpack some of the confusion when it comes to annuities. First, what is an annuity? An annuity, by definition, means stream of payments. When we don't think about them in those terms any longer, but technically, if you think about Social Security income, Social Security is a stream of annuity payments. Pension income, pension payments are a stream of annuity payments. So when you think about annuity in the form of cash flow, it's not as awful sounding as you might think, because after all, I've never heard anyone saying, I don't want to receive any more of those Social Security checks. Man, I really wish those Social Security checks would stop coming. However, annuities today are contracts that are sold by insurance companies and often distributed and sold directly to consumers by insurance agents or people acting as insurance agents. And there can be a lot of misrepresentation and misleading information that's given to consumers where they don't actually know what they're buying. Now, I'm going to try my best to stay away from opinion in this video and just give you the straight facts. The only way I know how to do that is let's just get basic with it. All right. So let's break annuities down into the actual types of annuities that exist. There are income-only annuities. So these would be annuities like single premium immediate annuities or deferred income annuities, SPIAs and DIAs, where you place a lump sum into a contract and you receive that money back in the form of payments. So those income annuities. Then you have variable annuities. And I tell clients when we talk about variable annuities, variable is in the name. Your results may vary. These are products that are generally investments where within the annuity contract, you are investing in mutual fund-like instruments. We call them sub-accounts. And there is often risk to your principal when you are investing in a variable annuity contract. Then you have fixed annuities where they pay a stated rate of interest for a certain period of time. These are often referred to as fixed annuities. And there's also something called a MYGA, multi-year guaranteed annuity. Basically, we put money in, we have a stated rate of interest for the term of the contract. It's pretty simple to understand. These products are principally protected because they have fixed or multi-year guaranteed in the name. The last realm of annuities, if you will, are a newer iteration of annuities. They are called fixed index annuities and RILAs, or registered index linked annuities. RILAs are technically a security because you could have loss to principal in those types of contracts. And then fixed index annuities are principally protected contracts where you can link your funds to an index. Confused yet? I know the world of annuities is vast and it continues to grow, but don't worry, we're going to have lots of conversations about annuities because, again, this is the Wealth Technique and I want you to understand the best ways for you to build, protect, and grow your wealth. So let's talk about how we can use annuities in the form of an overall financial plan. First thing you have to understand, annuities are not for everybody. Some people don't need them. Some people don't want them. That's perfectly okay, but don't dismiss them simply because you've heard bad things. Some folks are very conservative and they're thinking that they want ways to protect their wealth. Annuities can offer some form of protection. Even if it's a variable annuity contract, there can be additional contract riders that can be added where you can protect that stream of income that you're wanting for retirement. Or you might be able to protect your balance if the market moves against you inside of that variable annuity contract. contract. You may want to look at the fixed annuities where you have a guaranteed or a stated interest rate that you can predict exactly how that account may grow over time. The other thing that you consider when it comes to annuities is protecting your overall income plans in retirement. One of the biggest reasons that I think people should consider using annuities is for the income guarantees that they can offer one that no one else can offer. What do you mean by that? Well, here's what I mean. Annuities are written by life insurance companies. Life insurance companies have two very distinct type of contracts out there. They have life insurance and they have annuities. Life insurance can protect you if you die too soon, where they provide a sum of money to your heirs or beneficiaries. And annuities have a way to protect you if you live too long. One of the things that's happening with people in the United States today is we are having increased life expectancies where more and more people are living out their full life expectancy. Sometimes this can put a strain on financial resources, as someone who lives or retires at 65 could potentially live into their 90s, where they now have a retirement period that lasts over 30 years. Annuities provide a guaranteed income stream that will last as long as you do, or potentially as long as you or your spouse does. That is a feature that is not available in any type of other investment. So don't just discount annuities because you've heard bad things about them. True, there are some bad contracts out there, and there are some bad folks out there trying to push annuities because they have an incentive to do so. But let's look at things objectively and try to make the best decision for yourself. The last thing that I think is critical to understand when it comes to annuities: know who you are working with. There are multiple different types of annuities, and different types of financial professionals are allowed to use different ones. Folks that have variable or brokerage licenses, they are able to use variable annuity products, and they often are incentivized to use variable products over fixed products. People that don't have the securities licenses or the brokerage licenses required to sell variables, they can sell fixed or fixed index contracts with just a life insurance license. In fact, there are lots of people that are selling fixed annuities that have no securities licenses whatsoever. They are strictly insurance agents, yet they hold themselves out to the public as retirement experts or guaranteed income people. There's all kinds of weird ways that there's a twist on simply telling somebody, hey, I'm an insurance agent, because nobody wants to say that, right? Doesn't mean that the products that they're selling are bad. It just means that they may not be able to give you a fully comprehensive retirement plan or a using of the tools in the context of a plan. For us, we think that the plan comes first, the tools come second. And that is the key thing that I think anyone that's considering any type of financial product, but especially annuities, should consider. So starting out, when we deal with annuities, let's know what we're dealing with. Is it a fixed annuity? Is it a variable annuity? Is it an income annuity? What do you need the contract to do for you? Is the contract right for you? Do you need additional income? Do you want income contractually guaranteed by a strong insurance company? Or do you feel more comfortable having those funds invested in the stock market? There are many ways that you can incorporate annuities into a financial plan that makes sense, but that you have to do the planning first. Hopefully this idea about knowing what an annuity is makes sense. And we're going to do more talks on annuities because I think education is the key to becoming an informed consumer and making good financial choices for you and your family. If you got questions about annuities, drop those in the comments below. We're going to make more videos, and we want to make sure that the videos we make are answering the questions that you have. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel. This is The Wealth Technique. My name is Michael Baker, and we'll see you next time.